Just a word to the laws. Be as transparent as you possibly can. It's interesting, after our recounts, a couple of the reporters came up to my county commissioner and said, you know, that's as transparent a process as we've ever seen.
Were you able to see a screen?
I was, and then I was told that I couldn't stand there.
You couldn't stand where you had a vantage point?
The arbitrary blue line, apparently. So.
Are they calling out any vote numbers to say, you know, which candidate by how many votes? Or
No, it's a printout. They seem to do it. They do machine by machine.
how close are the observers to the machines?
The observers are far enough from the machines that they can't begin to tell what's going on. I would estimate at least 20 to 25 feet.
The observers sitting against the wall aren't really doing anything. I mean, they're looking at a distance, they're watching a show going on, 20 feet away.
Can you guys see the vote tallies? Can you see the votes?
We probably are not going to really update the media or anything till about 3 o'clock, and then at 6 o'clock again. Oh, thank you.
What Florida law says from beginning to end, from the testing of the equipment through the certification of the election, is that this is supposed to be a public process and open to the public in every aspect, and that we are to be able to observe and witness, meaning we can see the totals. Tell me, standing back here, how we are witnessing the count. We are watching people open black boxes with machines in them. We are not getting totals. We are not witnessing the count. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, but I would like to show the canvassing board the statute. I was asked for the statutory authorization.
Can I get something to write something down with? Hold on one second.
This is statute number 104.29.
Okay.
And it says, inspectors refusing to allow watchers while ballots are counted. The inspectors or other election officials shall, at all times while the ballots are being counted, allow as many as 3 persons near to them to see whether the ballots are being correctly read and called and the votes correctly tallied. And any official who denies this privilege or interferes therewith is guilty of a misdemeanor of the first degree, punishable as provided in statute 775.082 or 775.083.
Okay, so let me go back to the board. Since I am trying to accommodate, they've gone around and we'll pull out our statute book and take a look at that for you, okay?
Yes, thank you. And again, for anyone who didn't get it, it's statute 104.29.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
What was your name again?
My name is Susan Pinchon.
All right, thank you, Ms. Pinchon.
This is election day.
No,
I'm going to look at it. I want to look at it, obviously, but we'll take
That's
a
the
look.
penalty phase, and it's election day.
no, that is whenever the ballots are being counted.
We shall take a look at that, okay?
This is what we have decided that we're going to do, if it's okay with the commissioner and the judge. Because people want to be in here looking, anyone who has observer credentials, as long as they do not interfere with the process, you may get up close and personal with the teams, and you can watch. Please do not try and interfere with or ask questions to the folks that are there. They have a job to do. It's a tedious job. We don't want mistakes, because if there are mistakes, we'll have to do it over again. So,
I'm sorry, just to interject. Per statute, up to 3 people observing.
No,
that's what this
well, up to 3 people observing the county. What we're going to do as the canvassing board, if it's okay with you all, is we're going to have 3 people here as we read off the totals tapes to each, and so you will be hearing what is printed off on each of these machines. And then maybe 3 people to come over to the canvassing board to observe that as well. So can we have 3 people from the audience who want to observe that? I would prefer to have Sarasota County voters.
Are you excluding media? I prefer to have somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yes.
Are you excluding media from observing?
No.
Yes.
Ms. Dent, I don't think you have the discretion to make a decision as to who's going to come forward. She volunteered and no one else did.
She knew the statute, she knew the law, you ought to let her in there to continue to do her job as a citizen.
I mean, nice try, but...
No, hold on 1 second. She can be there.
I
No.
said I would prefer because I'm the supervisor of all of the voters of Sarasota County. I said I would
But does
prefer that. It does not say she
trump
can't do it.
the Florida statute?
No, we're gonna, she can be there.
What about observing the machines?
Sure, okay, you're
How
allowed.
do we know these tapes came off of those machines if we're not observing the machines as well, up close and personal?
Because these folks have been over here watching them print these tapes out.
I see the folks sitting here, I don't see them by the machines.
Well, I just said that they could go by the machine.
Oh, okay, because the guy just told me he wasn't able to go by the machines.
I believe that the public should be allowed to actually stand at the machine, get the seal number, and watch the process, which is actually what the law says.
And these folks are public, and I'm not preventing the folks in here from doing that. There are representatives from the Democratic Party, representatives from the Republican Party, there are representatives from Christopher Jennings' campaign, and representatives from Vern Buchanan's campaign. They are part of the public.
Are you allowed to observe the machines, Mr. Pinchon?
No, I have not yet been allowed to observe the machines. Apparently, the observers are now being allowed to observe the machines. And I'm still interested how people get observer status, so that might be a question a Sarasota County resident might be interested in knowing how one gets to be an official observer.
Can I ask you a couple questions? No? You want to tell me which campaign you're with?
All right, well, why don't we ask this, gentlemen and any women from the media, do you agree to allow one person or one team back there to observe for about 5 minutes? You all agree as it will be a pool and you will share this information among your associates, correct? Everyone in agreement to that? Now, you guys are going to decide who's going to go.
Yeah, we'll go up to the guys.
This gentleman was the first person. What's your name, sir? That's right. All right.
You guys are deciding among
You mind,
yourselves.
can I?
Independent. One friend, one...
He can get it from us.
I won't be in the way. I won't be in the way at all. No?
What do you guys want? What do you specifically want me to look for? Ask anything?
How about one writer from one paper, one photon from the other paper, and then we can swap.
One what? One writer from one paper and one what from the other?
We put photos.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, just for print stuff, you know, that way. We mix it up.
Okay. All right.
Have you observed from behind the machines? Where they're doing that?
Yes.
So you've got full access around the machine now? Okay.
I have a request to make. We have had some objections to people just wandering around. Any observer that is observing should be observing a team that is collecting votes. They should not be wandering around among the machines. You should stay with a team. There have been objections. Can you folks stay away from the activators here, please?
There are some observers with gold stars and some without. What was needed to be an observer rather than simply a member of the public?
Basically, it boiled down to space in here. We wanted to allow both of the parties and both of the campaigns to have access as observers. We also had officials from the Department of State and attorneys and folks from the United States Congress, the House Administration Committee. There are some folks here that are supervisors of elections that came to observe. There are folks here from election systems and software that are strictly here to observe. And I'm not 100% sure who got what. I think it was the Department of State and anyone else that got, my attorney got a gold star for doing such a good job. That's how we did that.
And yet, there are still those out there that just don't think that it's transparent at all, that we're still hiding something.